Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. All right, listen, Karen Huger, this is the damage she did. TMZ got the photographic evidence. Okay, so she fucked up the grass. What else happened? She fucked up this tree. Excuse my language. Thankfully nobody was hurt. Nobody was hurt. Okay, let me give you guys a picture of the tree. This is a picture of the tree. Okay, as you can see, you know, she cut the tree to the white meat, as the neighborhood talk said. I don't know if that's a shadow or a sign on the ground. Let me know, y'all. Y'all have better eyes than I do. But this is the photographic evidence of the scene, okay? Again, I'm glad nobody was hurt. But Karen, put the bottle down, Karen. Put the bottle down, Karen. Okay, like, girl. Is Sharice Jackson Jordan Smith Johnson vindicated? Y'all let me know in the comments down below. Okay, but other Bravo celebrities that we can talk about today is Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan. So y'all know Larsa Pippen, she's on the Real Housewives of Miami. Marcus, her boyfriend, is Michael Jordan's son. Y'all know Larsa Pippen used to date, or she used to be married to Scottie Pippen, legendary basketball player. I believe they were married for like 21 years. I believe he played with Michael Jordan. So it was a very awkward pairing because people were, you know, connecting the dots, talking about, oh, if Scottie, you know, was colleagues with Michael Jordan, and then now Michael Jordan's son is now dating Scottie's ex-wife, like, how does that work? A very, very interesting situation. But honestly, unpopular opinion, I really did like them. I really did. Look how fine Marcus Jordan is. Marcus Jordan is so freaking fine. And, you know, I think Larsa is pulled a little bit too tight, but I think she's pretty too. I like the way she dresses, and I kind of like her personality and how she's like, she kind of talks like a mouse, and she's real quiet and dainty and girly. Like, I thought they were a nice pairing. I feel like he's handsome. He seems smart. And I like how obsessed with each other they were. I like how they went on the Traders together. I like the fact that Marcus Jordan went out of town for like 3 days. And then after 3 days, he came back home, and Larsa Pippen threw a whole welcome home party, even though he was gone for 72 hours. I just thought they were really, really cute. But apparently they broke up again. I believe they broke up like a month ago for like a day, and then they came back and were seen together. A lot of the girlies were saying that it was a fake breakup for, you know, publicity purposes. But apparently they really did break up, and they haven't been speaking for a few weeks at this point in time, okay? So that's Larsa and Marcus. I know a lot of people hated them. I think Marcus, on the reunion at the Real Housewives of Miami reunion, he said that none of the ladies on the cast could even wash dishes in his home. Okay. So that's how low, okay, he thought of Julia and Nicole and Alexia and Gertie and Kiki and Lisa Hochstein and the other girls, okay, Adriana and Marisol and the rest of the girls. He said they don't even have the qualifications and the credentials to wash dishes or do the laundry in my house. Mind you, y'all, everybody on this show is basically Caribbean or Hispanic, okay? So kind of offensive. But his nice guy image was slowly fading, and so maybe it was good that, you know, they're breaking up, and, you know, I'm sure they had some toxicity within that relationship, and now he's getting away from the cameras, etc., etc. You let me know if you guys are sad about the situation. I'm kind of sad. I liked it them. Okay, moving right along, we have Annamarie Wiley. So Annamarie Wiley was one, I think she's the second Black housewife ever to be on Beverly Hills. Annamarie Wiley is married to this man named Marcellus Wiley, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody fact check me in the comments down below. Y'all know I be mixing up stuff. Oh, I'll put her husband up too. I like her husband. Okay, wait, let me back it up before y'all be like, oh my God. Okay. So this is Annamarie. She's one of the first Black housewives, right? Her husband has been accused of sexual assault. Some pretty nasty allegations. But we didn't find out about the sexual assault allegations until after filming for the latest season of Beverly Hills had wrapped. So we never talked about it. But what I will say about Mr. Marcellus, who I believe is an NFL player, former NFL player. Again, fact check me in the comments down below. He was very charming. He was very charming and super nice and outgoing. And he would talk to the girls and always had a smile. It just seemed like a really, 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 really nice guy. So from what I saw on the TV, I liked him. I liked what I had saw on the TV. Okay. But of course, I don't like the fact that he's been accused of, assaulting people. So that's that. Now, Annamarie Wiley, she's a nurse, right? So she knows a lot about the medical field and things like that. And I think she puts people to sleep, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Listen, she and her storyline was all about Sutton's esophagus and how small it was. I think the esophagus came up and, Sutton's story didn't really, sit right with her. And so she kept bringing up Sutton's esophagus, and you have a small esophagus, and how are you chewing your food, and alcohol, and that. If you have this medical condition as far as your esophagus is concerned, you're not supposed to be drinking. And she went on and on and on and on and on and on. And I believe Annamarie Wiley was a victim of really, really, really poor editing and a really poor producing, right? Because obviously the producers put her up to the esophagus business. Not only that, it was really poor producing as far as bringing, Annamarie on, because we did not see Annamarie until the dinner party from Hell Part 3, the weed party where Denise Richards had her coat upside down and she came in there drunk and high and on everything known to man and couldn't put two words together. Couldn't put two thoughts together to come up with a sentence to come for Erica Jane, right? We did not see Annamarie Wiley until 6 episodes into the season. According to her, they had already been filming for 6 weeks before she became a full-time housewife. And when I tell you, we really did not get to see anything about her life, anything about her husband, anything about her children, really nothing about her career. Except for the fact that, there was a discrepancy whether she's a doctor in her field or just a nurse, or I don't know. It was just a bunch of bullshit, right? But she really had no personal storyline. Meanwhile, her mother was dying. I think it was her mother who passed. One of her parents were dying. And they had these SA allegations brewing. We didn't see anything about her life. And then they want to fire the lady. She just got fired. She just announced that she was fired, and now she's saying that she's disappointed and things like that. I kind of feel like, listen, Annamarie, she kind of reminded me of Tanya. So I do have a soft spot for her. She didn't really show me anything or do anything or say anything onto the show that was like, oh my gosh, she's great for the show, right? But I also kind of feel like, giving her the benefit of the doubt, they did not set Annamarie Wiley up for success and then fired her. So now she's a 1-season housewife, and I find that to be just kind of sad, okay? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments down below. Who's next? We have Sheree's ex-boyfriend's wife possibly joining the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, so this comes from the Neighborhood Talk. They have exclusive details, right? It says, neighbors, it looks like Bravo's Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 might be messier than we anticipate, with Portia Williams-Guabadia signed on amid her divorce filing from Simon. Viewers are already on the edge of their seats to see what will take place during filming. However, it looks like there might be another relationship scandal in the mix. Close sources exclusively told us that producers have allegedly casted a new peach named Angela Reed, who is married to Charles Oakley, a former NBA player who was once ranked as one of the best rebounders in the league. We hope he won't be doing any rebounding on the show because it appears Sheree Whitfield is his ex-girlfriend. Okay. So I'm assuming Sheree dated this man before she was with Bob Whitfield. I'm not sure. They really don't go into detail about that. But let's see. Who is Angela Reed and Charles Oakley? I feel like this is a non-story. I feel like if they bring these two onto the show, Sheree's not going to really care. I don't think Sheree cares. Does Sheree care about this? I don't think so. Okay. But apparently this is them. I don't know why these pictures be so damn big, y'all. But apparently this is Charles Oakley and what's his name? And Angela Reed. I mean, they're cute. I don't know a lot about them, but okay. Moving right along, Dr. Simone, Married to Medicine, has joined Carlos King for a podcast after calling him a blogger on To Watch What Happens Live in front of Andy Cohen's face. And then Carlos King subsequently basically said that nobody cares about Simone being on to the show and that she's boring. She's boring.
Heavenly is playing under the mud now. Yeah. And if she had stayed her lighter, lighthearted self like she was season 2, season 3, starting to get treacherous in 4, we could play.
You think she goes too far?
She goes way too far.
I actually do agree with Simone. I feel like Heavenly does take things too far, and I think she does it in the name of trying to create great reality television. She looks at Twitter and she's all over Instagram. She's under the blogs. She's on YouTube and she sees what the people are saying and she tries to, live out the fantasies of the fans. And she feels like she's making good TV, but it's truly trash and kind of childish. With that being said, I think it's interesting that Simone sat down with Carlos King after they had a spat, after Carlos King called her boring and irrelevant. Speaking of the Married to Medicine girls criticizing Carlos King, though, Sweet Tea, who I adore, had a lot of things to say about Carlos and said that, he's basically making coins off of her name.
Are you next? Do you think that you would sit down with Carlos even though he has such like a closeness with Heavenly?
No, actually, I don't really care for him, and I don't know. One, I don't know him, so I don't understand why some of my castmates run over to his platform. Like, I don't, he's shady. He has a lot of things going on with his own shows that he needs to address, and he constantly is talking to the lowest hanging fruit of Bravo, and while not being accepted by Bravo.
The lowest hanging fruit at Bravo.
And I don't understand why they're running over there, especially, he said some things about putting babies and stuff and eggs on my vision board. And it's just like, he said it was fun shade. And my thing is, it's not fun shade. One, own up to what you're saying. And, how can you speak on something that you don't have? You're a man. And it's just disrespectful. And then you making money off of my name with your clicks and views. So he's not getting nothing else from me. So I'm serious about that. I'm not doing no interviews. You need to really apologize for real and not say that it's fun shade, because you was butt ass hurt when Simone called you the blogger. So you talking about something that I have no control over, my condition. You over there trying to help your little friend out and think that you're shading the new wife. But, really, it's just, you look really low and you look, desperate for attention.
Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.